face took him in the air.
A spark ignites, it starts to burn. Through endless realms, no way to return. From crimson skies to wastelands torn.
All right.
Myth and legend where stars are born.
What?
A million paths collide in the haze. Echoes of heroes lost in the maze. Flames walk in the multiverse. Through chaos and time we immerse. Legends rise and fade like sparks. Across the void we leave our marks.
They added like 3 times the amount of weaponry available in this vault. So they set it up so that the tensions would be very high. And then at the same time, there was a parallel cloning project that was going on, focused on, obviously, can you guess the name of the guy it was focused on?
Gary!
Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. So each of the Garys was grown in a lab, and there was some kind of defect in them that made Garys immediately hostile to anybody who wasn't a clone. And
Right.
they just kept making them. So
Mhm.
they made like 50 some odd Garys to the point where their observation rooms were overcrowded with them. So what happened was, as they go along, they dealt with escalating violence. So somewhere up in the mid 50s, one of the Garys actually injured one of the doctors. So they started talking about destroying the extra clones to make room for further tests, and they basically just obviously treated the Garys as completely disposable. So you've got like, yeah, I know, it's honestly, it's insane. Like, it's, I would say that it's kind of impossible to think about the fact that there would be scientists willing to do this, but there are people who are missing fundamental parts of their humanity.
Whispers crawl through the cracks like spiders in the dark. Secrets slither, shadows dance, they leave a bitter mark. Lies wrapped tight like silk spun thin, choke in the morning air. The truth you chase, it runs away, hiding where you dare. In the heat of the night, where the fire burns cold, the answers you seek are stories untold, shaped by the light.
Listen. After everybody calms the fuck down.
Is anybody alive coming out of the movie theater? Or just dead people?
Just blood and body parts.
All right, well, I'm going to try to go in again. And if I
All
go
right.
back in time, I'm going to shoot the lock a few more times and see if it works.
All right, yeah, throw me a d20.
I've got a 3.
So you go in, and this time the force is more pronounced. It's more pronounced. It flings you back around a minute later. So you can feel the whiplash. More, it hits your neck, it hits your back. It's like you're almost trying to go through plexiglass. And the people going in, you're in the situation, you're just coming around the front, and people are going in, the door is closing. A minute later, the whole thing happens all over again.
Can I try to run in and get in there before the door closes and just force my way through?
The
Or am I too late?
Yeah, it's too late. So it flings you back the moment that you're coming back around.
All right,
Boom, boom, let the hollow idols fall. One by one, let the painted stories crawl till they're gone. Came and rose back, tear the mask, crack the act, strip the gloss from the lie, hear the old world cry. Came and rose back from the fire, from the black.
Don't you think your members deserve much better than we know about Tilly Norwood, and we're heavily monitoring the situation? Like, you guys are unfucking believable. You know that. You're supposed to fight on behalf of us. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be representing everybody here. I realize you can't have a crystal ball and you can't think 20 steps ahead. But you're supposed to have that clairvoyancy. You're supposed to think somewhat ahead. That's the whole fucking point. That's the whole point. You're supposed to foresee of problems in the future and try to stop them. That's why you have a collective bargaining agreement. That's why you went back and forth with the studios. That's why it was one of the longest acting strikes in history.
This is the LP shop, doors are open wide, so come on inside. Find a little piece of history and come alive, turn it up, let your story spin. Every scratch, every song pulls you back in. At the LP shop, doors are open wide.
As a kid, learning to play guitar, I used to put the album on. Not this album. There's a Fraley's Comet. It's called Live Plus One, and he opens with this song. And I used to learn. I would try and figure it out and play along to the album. I loved this song. And my buddy, who was a drummer, who I still keep in contact with, he learned all the drum parts on this song as well, with that drum solo in the middle.
So I'm guessing you're like a big fan of the song. Let's go into it. What did you like about the song?
Well, I mean, of course, first off, it's guitar driven.
Yeah.
Vocally, Ace doesn't push any barriers.
No.
But he's got a certain execution and a way he enunciates and the way he sings that I've always been attracted to. He's not the greatest singer in the world.
No.
I don't think he ever claimed to be. But there's just something cool.
The cameraman and his crew, paint on my face, just a move. We are Yu-Gi-Oh Club for life, mark it on my skin, that sign, from the campfire glow at night to the screen right in your eyes. Original stories, wild and true, you can feel them cut right through, bring that spark straight to you, every drop, every view. Must see TV, join the tribe, cross the line, use your club for life. Say the word, you're inside. the first beat. We commit. Once you're in, that's it. On the banner we lift. Whole world watching this. Must see TV. Join the tribe. Cross the line. You're your club for life. Hey. Say the word. You're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You're your club for life. Hey. Once you're in, I'll get them for life. I'll go, call it out. Hey. I'll go, never doubt. I'll go, side by side. Hey. You did club for life. For life. For life. Hey. Must see TV. Join the tribe. Cross the line. You're your club for life. Hey. Say the word. You're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You're your club for life. Hey. Once you're in, you're in for life.
Get ready, it's the final countdown. Hold tight, the spotlight's shining bright. We're gonna take flight. From the screens to the stage, it's a wild show. Counting down the top 10, feel that energy flow. The caveman's in charge, and it's time to explode. One more, one last, celebrate the best. From glam to the glam, we're putting it to the test. Hollywood dreams, we'll put 'em to the score. With the top 10 countdown, we're ready for more.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final countdown. Crimson is here. How's it going, my friend?
Hello. Very good. Yourself?
I am doing phenomenal. Now,
Here.
guys, we're on Twitch. We're live. And this will be on our Volt channel somewhere tonight. We're not on Facebook right now because Facebook is having issues. But I don't think it's issues because we'll discuss about it. Because our person on our 6th list. I'm pretty sure it says 6, right?
Yeah, number 6.
Yeah, number 6. Why am I saying that? Well, coming in at number 6 is Matt Jarbo from 3 Buck Theater. I used to say 3 Bug Theater, and I don't know why. Now, up until this point, right, we've had misguided people. We had people that weren't giving correct analyses. We had old men shouting at the sky. We had people that sort of lost their way and kind of they don't know how to make sort of lost their way. When I say sort, I mean really lost their way, and they don't look like they're enjoying themselves anymore. We had those type of people, and for the most part, we were doing fine. And I know Crimson was saying, where is the shit of the shit? When are we getting to like the really bad faith cats? Well, Crimson, your wish is granted because coming in at number 6 is Matt Jarbo from 3 Buck Theater. Now, there's a lot to get to with this cat. A lot to get to. All the way from taking down of YouTube channels, and this happened a long time ago. Him sharing a screen live on stream when people were grilling him on were you taking down channels that said your name, that said anything bad about you? Were you responsible? He goes, no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And then he accidentally shared his screen, and he got caught with his hands in the cookie jar because on the screen was at least over 200 individuals, ranging from big creators all the way to small creators. And to my knowledge, he apologized, but just because he got caught.
Mhm.
Just because he got caught. I mean, I'm really sorry, you guys. Yeah, you got caught. You wouldn't be saying sorry if you didn't get caught. You would still be doing it. Don't lie, Matt. You would. You would absolutely keep doing this. All the way from that to him making a garbage short video of a racist bear talking, all right, boys and girls, today we're going to learn all the way about the alphabet. And today we're going to learn about the letter N. N as in...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's undefensible, right?
Yeah.
That's undefensible. I mean, the YouTube thing is undefensible, but this is undefensible. All the way from that to being a very bad faith actor. Here's a guy that went to film school. Okay? And he pretends now that he worked in the entertainment industry and he knows the minutia and he knows what's going on. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But he talks like this is fact. And he goes, no, guys. Here is what's really going on. For instance, you and me, we watched the video about him talking about, here's why I'm not watching Project Hail Mary and why you shouldn't watch it either. Right? We covered this issue a while ago on the network. The writer, the author of Project Hail Mary went on the Critical Drinkers podcast, and that original podcast got edited to make it appear like he has said something different to what he actually said. It took all the context from his conversation away. Now, I maintain that has nothing to do with the man himself, but everything to do with just not reading the room and not having your publisher not properly look at his YouTube channel. And we know this because he had a whole apology letter on Facebook on apologizing to Paramount, to apologizing to the producer of Star Trek. And actually, I got my grubby little hands on the original unedited podcast. And to say he was taken context is a understatement. It's a very bad understatement. But in that video, he talks about the critical drinker, and he talks about this bad faith community that's surrounding the critical drinker, which, Crimson, I don't deny, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's on the list. I don't deny that.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't accept... And first of all, that's just such a mountain out of a molehill. Oh, I'm not going to Project Hail Mary because he was uneducated, and he went onto a podcast that acted in bad faith. We all do stupid things. As much as I work in the entertainment industry, I make dumb choices from time to time. But that doesn't mean the man should get boycotted from his film. And second of all, he had no involvement with the film. Like, you guys have to understand, Project Hail Mary, yes, the author was a producer. Do you know how many producers they make producers on a movie like this? Everyone. And do you know how many of those producers have actually anything to do with the film? Maybe one. There's executive producers. There's production producers. And this film is probably 20 odd producers. It's not uncommon for a film to can have like 20, 30, 40 producers, right? Being uneducated and going on a YouTube podcast that you should know damn well that they acting in bad faith is not something where like, I'm just not going to see that movie. You guys need to, dude, that's, no. If that is the case, then Matt, everybody should be boycotting you immediately. They should. And he's talking about bad faith. You're one of them. Matt, you are one of those bad faith actors. Okay? You are not operating in good faith at all. And some of the stories you totally put out of context, some of the stories he covers. Don't lie, you do it too. You do it too, my friend. You absolutely do that too. You have been known to issue takedown warnings of people saying the smallest things about you. That's indefensible. That's indefensible. Is your ego that small? Making a video that you had to delete, but people still clipped it, of you talking to a little animal saying the word of the day is the letter of the day is N as in, that's indefensible. That's such a narrow view. I'm not going to watch this person's movie that had nothing to do with the movie because he wasn't educated enough to know what podcast or YouTube channel he wanted to go, and his team needed to do better research. That's not a reason. If that was the reason, you would have been canceled a long time ago. You would have been canceled a very long time ago. But you still have a channel. You still have a channel. So saying, I'm not going to watch this movie because this one person, a producer of the film, that you probably know very damn well, or maybe you're uneducated yourself, that appeared on a YouTube channel he should have known better, and his team should have known better. And I'm not going to watch it because of that. Matt, that's like calling the kettle black. That's calling the kettle black. You act in bad faith. Here. Don't pretend you don't, because you do. You absolutely do. You live in the space of bad faith. You live in that space. If we had another season of Caveman Roach Back, which we are next year, every episode could be devoted to you. Every episode could be devoted to you and the nonsense that you spew out of your mouth. We're not on Facebook. You know why we're not on Facebook? Because Matt Jarbo, and I have no evidence for this, but if everything's okay tomorrow, then we have a pretty, and if this gets taken down on YouTube, then we have a very clear direction on the person who took us down. Matt Jarbo. Matt Jarbo has been known to take down videos and known to have bots delete videos or live videos of people saying anything negative about him. It has happened before. It has had to YouTubers that very or creators that have a much more of a following than me. It's happened on that stream. The creator himself had to use a secondary channel because his first stream, as he was talking, got taken down. I wonder by who. And then you got caught on the act when you came on the stream to explain what happened. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I didn't touch your stream, and he accidentally shared his window with everybody. That's just a guess. I may be wrong. We will see when this video gets uploaded to YouTube what happens. But we're not on Facebook today. And I have a feeling I know why. Matt, you live in the same sphere as all of these cats. You operate in bad faith. You have such a small ego that if anyone says anything about you anywhere, you have bots, and you've been known to do this, to have takedown requests for streams and videos. You said the word. I'm not going to say the first word because I already said it. I don't feel good doing that. You said the word for all the world to see, and you had to take it down, but not before it got clipped out. You go after all these people, but you don't understand. You operate in bad faith as well. You operate in such bad faith. If I had a Caveman Roars Back season, we can go 8 episodes strong on you. And we'll still have more stuff to pull because you always say stuff that is incredibly unintelligible to any person that works in the entertainment industry or knows anything about the entertainment industry, or hell, just has a brain attached to ears. You say nonsense. You say nonsense. You work in bad faith. You issue takedown requests. You have been known to on air before. And for all those reasons, my friend, you come in at number 6. All right, guys, that will wrap it up. Crimson, anything to add?
I mean, more or less, just like, I mean, I'm honestly, like, I mean, when you're saying, oh yeah, we're gonna get to bad people now, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess like, I mean, going downward like 5 more, like down the ladder from this. Jeez.
Yeah, and it's we're gonna need a cold bath after this, my friend, or just like a shower to get all the slime off of us. So, guys, that will wrap it up. That will do it for this episode of Final Countdown. Just to know, if this episode gets taken down off Twitch and taken down off YouTube, I guess we know who's still doing this kind of stuff. But if not, hooray! But I will not be silenced. I will not. So we will see you tomorrow for a brand new episode of Planeswalking the Multiverse, Fallout, and I'm excited because we're discussing the BMT zone. Ooh, I have no idea what that is, but I'm excited. No, all right, Crimson.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Don't worry, I won't.
So, guys, I will see you tomorrow. And apologies, Facebook. So until then, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all. 50,000 plus, and may the Schwartz be with you in a club for life. Peace.
From cinema magic to the heart-pounding thrill, we're shaming the worst. Get ready for the chill. These moments in time, defined by the